Thanks for tuning in to Let's Talk About It Media 21. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And please turn on the notification bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you'll be the first one to see it. Let's get into it. What we're going to talk about, we talk about celebrity news, celebrity gossip, what's going on IG and Google, fair use, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act of 1976, allowances made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comments, news reporting, teaching, scholarships, and research. Fair use is use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. All comments are alleged in our opinion and for entertainment purposes only. And don't forget, the Cash App is Let's Talk About It Media. And thank you for your love and support.
Don't forget to like, to comment, but be kind, and also turn on the notification bell. So let's get into it. It's being reported that Beyonce and Adidas are no more. Beyonce and Adidas have agreed to sever ties and business deals. So everyone knows that earlier this year, they were reporting that there was a huge loss in regards to Adidas and sales. And of course, Beyonce and Adidas have been working together for many, many years. So when everyone found out that the sales for Adidas was down, many people contributed that to allege Kanye and him breaking deals. So I don't think it's just that. I think it has to do with a lot in regards to Adidas had ties with Balenciaga. Many people aren't dealing with Balenciaga in regards to what they were promoting, what they were showing, and what they were doing. So I think that's a good brand issue that Beyonce is separating herself from Adidas. Everyone knows that they've been in partnership for many, many years. But the biggest thing is, can you blame her for separating herself from Adidas? Many people are not surprised because she still gets to maintain the name Ivy Park because that's trademark is under her. But the biggest thing is, I'm sure everybody's kind of like, we're not surprised. If sales were that low, there was the issue in regards to Balenciaga. Many people did not like how a lot of famous people handled the Balenciaga issue because when it comes to children, many people don't play about children. They don't. And even though some were like, well, I wasn't in the ad. You didn't have to be in the ad. It's who you're associating yourself with. So I'm not surprised that she's cutting ties with them because that's the right thing to do. It's funny how she wanted to get that bag though. She wanted to get that last bag in regards to being with them. So I'm surprised she even stayed with them because of everything that happened in regards to the collab with Adidas and Balenciaga. So I'm sure many more people will be reporting on it. But I'm sure that they're happy that they will no longer be working together. Okay, so it's basically saying here Beyonce and Adidas reportedly agreed to end Ivy Park partnership. So many people are not surprised. Well wishes to Beyonce. Many people are also talking about the tickets. I don't plan on going. I don't plan on attending. And I did see a video in regards to, I'll talk about something like that later if I find it. I'll be general. Recently, they had asked Kelly Rowland and they had asked Michelle in regards to what they think about Beyonce's new songs, what she's getting into, what she's doing. And they didn't have a comment. They didn't say anything. So isn't that interesting? Many people say that the visual in regards to the horse means something. The outfit means something. I don't know. True, false, or indifferent. The biggest thing is many people are doing things. They're playing in people's faces. You really have to be careful what you get into, who you represent, the higher power that you represent or don't represent. Everybody has their own beliefs and thoughts, but good vibes, bad vibes. That's the biggest thing. Many people talked about the concert tickets. Many people talked about if they're going or not. Many people talked about her being in Dubai and her getting that bag before doing a concert here in the United States. But Many people were saying the tickets are so high. I think everyone's trying to recoup what they lost, what was transpiring, what was happening in the world. Many people are trying to recoup what they lost around that time. And whether people go or don't go, that's their choices. Of course, there was a preacher that had said, if you do that, if you go, that doesn't mean that you're, serving the man above. She had a lot to say, but then I guess they had pulled up her old emails, and it was basically saying she had either met or saw Beyonce or Jay Z, and then they kind of shaded her. So many preachers, I'll say it that way, have their thoughts and feelings about the music industry, how there's so many concerning things that's happening in the concerning in regards to the music industry. But you have to choose your career. You have to be careful of your contract. You have to be careful what you sign. Some people say that some people are better off, allegedly, these record producers are signing life insurance policies against these people. So there's just so much going on in the industry. Whether, you know, we just hear so many different things. And that's the one thing. Within the last 20 years, 25 years, the music industry and what's been not acceptable have been so concerning over the last 25 years. You didn't used to hear this many weird stories about the music industry, what people are expected to do. I will say this: a parent that is allowing their daughter or son to get into this industry, you have to be with your daughter, whether it's the mom there, father there, sister there. Don't leave your child or relative out of your sight. There's some weird people that are out there in the industry, and they're asking these beautiful women to do things that are not acceptable. They're asking men to do things that are not acceptable. So you really have to be careful getting into that field. Now, you don't, and you also hear it on the regular job. If a boss is asking someone to do something that's not acceptable, you basically have to make sure you're covered and someone's with you, or I don't know, the manager's there. Hmm. But what wishes, I went on a rampage because the industry, many people talk about how weird it is. Many people talk about how when they have these shows, award shows, they're playing in our faces, things are in red, they're playing in our faces, people are promoting, you know the man below, I could say it that way. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know if you know what Beyonce or Jay Z is into. But the biggest thing is, I'm not surprised that she's breaking ties with Adidas, because Adidas have been tied to Balenciaga, and we know about the ad that Balenciaga put out, and that's kind of all entangled in together. I don't know why Balenciaga thought that they were going to get away with having children in their ad, talking about the different paperworks that were in the ad, the books, the diplomas, all that's concerning. You know, the industry try to over actualize things, and many people are calling it out when we don't see things that's good, and we don't appreciate people trying to push and use children for Pedialyte. So everyone, focus on healthy, safe relationships, be loving, be kind. Not saying that's her, but there's been so many things are said about the industry, and it's concerning. So I'm not surprised that she's breaking ties with Adidas because of the whole Balenciaga thing. And then remember how Kim was like, "Oh, but I wasn't in the ad." Girl, stop playing. You didn't have to be in the ad. You didn't have to say, "Oh, I wanted to consult with them to see what they're going to do for the future." No, we wanted her, Kim, to say, "It's not acceptable. It'll never be acceptable. I never want to work with them. I never want to deal with them. I never want any of my clothes or anything that's associated with them. It's not okay." But everybody was kind of like, then she says she's reevaluating the relationship. Everyone knew then that it was concerning. Anything you stand for, you stand against, and you say, "No, never, it's not okay. My family will never have those clothes on." And then remember how Kim had the black outfit on, and then she tried to have her daughter in Balenciaga clothes. How are you not knowing who you're associating yourself with, the brand you're dealing with? You never had a conversation on what they do or what they say, or you never really paid attention to their ad campaigns. That's weird to me. And then, in regards to the show, the clothes looking torn, and then Kanye said that they put Kanye in the place of Kim because they probably knew, allegedly, they were going to come out with that ad campaign. So that's all weird to me. I don't think it's acceptable. Any people that are okay with the Balenciaga situation, you may be okay with the foolishness that they do. So, well wishes. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for supporting.